What is up, guys? It is your girl Mindy, the Karmic DF from TikTok, and today we're going to talk about if you identify as an empath or if you identify as even a highly sensitive person, what steps you can take so that you can feel like you have a relatively normal life where you can protect yourself, where you can feel like you can interact in large groups and feel normal and just get back to self. So if this is something that you think you could benefit from, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, let's get into it. If you identify as an empath and you don't already, you need to implement a daily spiritual practice because you are a sponge to emotions. And so you could be having the best day ever, but if you're not protected and you come across somebody who's very angry, very anxious, very sad, you're going to absorb that. And if you're not well versed, if you're not educated in this topic, then you can often believe that something's wrong with you, something's going on inside, when in reality you're taking on the energy of other people. And this is why the spiritual practice is so important. So number one, you need to do a cleansing protection meditation every morning before you touch your phone, before you get around other people, before you go do your daily stuff, your job, whatever. It is so important to visualize a light around you to protect you from energies coming in that are not of unconditional love and light, because again, you are a sponge. You will absorb this and you will feel uncomfortable. You may feel like you're drowning. You can get what's called psychic flus, where you'll get really sick, and in reality it's just you're taking on too much energy that's not your own. Energy from your phone, energy from television, energy from experiences with other people. You are a magnet to energy, and even though it is a gift to be an empath, you have to protect yourself. Second most important thing is every night you should do a cleansing meditation as well. So even if you've done that protection in the morning, which is great, you know, things happen, life happens, you'll still kind of feel because you're an empath. So every night it is important to cleanse away everything that you've accumulated throughout the day, because you don't want that to transfer on to your next day, because again, you're a sponge. And if you're not, I'm seeing like spirits squishing out like the water. If you're not doing that for yourself, then it's harder to rejuvenate the next day and the day after that and the day after that. So what you'll notice, especially like if you're in tune with the moon and stuff like that as well, I don't know why, but that's popping up for me, so you may be affected by the moon. But as an empath, we need to consistently keep up with our energy, because like I said before, you are a sponge. I'm going to keep repeating that so that you really get it stuck in your head, so that you realize, okay, if I'm feeling off today, let me think about what's happened today, so that maybe it's not me. Maybe it was this interaction I had at the grocery store with this lady who seemed a little angry. A lot of the times we think that we're broken, and we think that we're drained and depressed and anxious and all of these things that are not actually ours, which is why it's so important to develop this spiritual practice 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, and you will start to feel a huge difference, because now you will know your own energy and you won't be taking on the energy of other people. So you can function better and you can do more, and you don't have to internalize, because you're not going to sit there thinking, why do I feel weird? You feel weird because it's been a week since you meditated and you got all of this extra gunk on you and you need to get rid of it. So that is the first and foremost, most important thing to do as an empath or a highly sensitive person. Other thing that's incredibly important is a lot of solitude. Because you're so empathic, it's very overwhelming to feel so many emotions, and especially in the climate that we currently live in, a lot of people are going through it. So there's a collective energy of sadness and fear and anger and doubt, and so you're going to feel a lot of that. So it's really important to spend time with yourself. Alone time is so important. Pour into yourself. Do things for your self-care to nourish yourself, nourish your inner child. If that's watching chick flicks to make yourself smile, or comedies, skits, whatever that may be that's beneficial to you. Salt baths are incredibly important. Highly recommend. That helps you cleanse all that crap out. But a lot of self-care is essential. So having that time to yourself, to be able to reflect, to be able to feel your own energy, so that you know what your own energy is like, so that you can begin to differentiate when you start to get used to what you're doing. So that way, again, you don't take on the energy of other people. Major one that I highly recommend, especially if you live around a lot of more 3D type of people, you need a support network. So Facebook groups, following spiritual TikTok creators, not just myself, like I'm not here to promote, hey, but like also me. But you need to have people that truly understand what you're going through, because even if you do have really great friends and family that mean well, if they don't understand what you're going through, they may say the wrong things that could trigger you and make you go backwards. So for instance, say you went to a mall, you went shopping at the mall, you come home and you're like, I'm in such a bad mood right now. I can't fucking shake it. Excuse my language. And I'm so overwhelmed. And your friend or spouse is like, hey, it's going to be all good. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Like, don't worry about it. And they just kind of brush you off, right? And now you're feeling a little neglected emotionally because, first of all, no one should treat you that way. They should care about your emotions. That's in all relationships. Remember that, please. But if they aren't empathic as well, they don't understand the toll that it takes on your body. And so they might unintentionally or intentionally gaslight what you're going through. So you need to find like-minded individuals that will understand and be able to go, oh, well, you did just come from the mall, right? So maybe it's not necessarily you. Have you tried meditating to cleanse it all out of your body? You need like-minded people to help you be and feel supported in this journey, because otherwise you're going to think you're crazy. You're going to think something's wrong with you. You're going to think that you're mentally ill, which, listen, like, we all go through our highs and lows, and that's normal. But if you don't have people that understand what you're going through, you're more likely to gaslight yourself, be crueler to yourself, and there comes the inner critic that you don't need, when in reality it is a gift. You just need to know how to hone it in and be able to identify what's really going on inside, and people that aren't empaths just don't understand. One thing that's going to be extremely hard to get used to, but again, Spirit's reminding me, it takes 21 days to make something a habit, okay? So give yourself some leniency as you're doing this, but you need to learn to listen to your body's needs over your mind, because your logical mind is still in this society that we've deemed only good for like logic and divine masculine. So when you're empathic, you're feeling, and that's divine feminine energy. You have to get out of your own way in terms of your brain going like, I need to get the dishes done. I need to do this. I need to do that. You could go on a whole list of tangents of things you need to do. What is it that your body is telling you that you need? Because more often than not, they're not going to agree. You're going to want to get things done sometimes, especially if you're a perfectionist, or if you're just like me. I like to get things done, so I can understand and relate to this one. It's kind of hard to stop yourself and realize like, hey, it may be a Tuesday, but I know right now that my body needs rest, and you have to learn to honor that even if it doesn't make sense. So if you wake up one day and you're like, I have 4:44 on the clock as I'm saying this, hold on. You wake up and you're like, I don't know why, but I'm just feeling extremely off today, and I'm supposed to clean, and I'm supposed to mow the lawn, and I'm supposed to, whatever your things are. But your body is saying, well, I need to rest and I need to take care of myself. You have got to listen to that first, because if you don't, you're going to burn out quicker and quicker and quicker. We are going through a massive ascension right now, and so you're going to be feeling things even more. This is not over. I've been saying this, if you followed me on TikTok since 2020, I said this in 2020, it's not done. We are in an energy of chaos. And so as we're developing our gifts, as we're all ascending, we need to learn to listen to our body and what it needs. And it's not always going to make sense, but as long as you trust your heart and your intuition over your logical mind, there's going to be that battle, and that is okay. But you need to feel good inside, and you need to fill, I'm seeing the Ace of Cups if you read tarot, you need to fill your own cup first, because how are you good to anybody else if you're not good for yourself right now? It's okay to not be okay on a Tuesday afternoon. It's okay 1:11 on the clock. It's okay if it doesn't make sense logically. Listen to your body. It knows more than your brain does. Your brain is simply the accumulation of your lifetime's worth of experiences. Your body is telling you what it needs in the here and now. And the sooner you start listening to this over this, you're going to be a lot happier. You're going to be energized more often. You're going to be able to take on your days a little bit easier. Last but certainly not least, because y'all are really going to hate this one if you're not ready for it. And I understand, I wasn't ready until I was ready. So trust your intuition. When you're ready, do it. But you got to be mindful about what you put in your body. Okay. I'm talking processed foods. I'm talking, I hate to say it, a lot of alcohol. You know, if you're a big drinker, it's time to cut back. Processed foods, soda, junk, just it all affects your body. Your body is energy, and what you put into it is what you're kind of telling your body, like, hey, like, if you want some energy, you're going to have to eat some all natural foods. You're going to have to eat healthier stuff. You're going to have to drink water. Like, we've been knowing this since we were kids. You got to drink water, but yet we're all like, nah, we don't want to do that. We want to drink 17 coffees and 35 Diet Cokes. Like, that's an exaggeration, but you know, that does do something to you. And if you're empathic, you feel a lot, which means your body needs to constantly be in a decent vibration. You're going to have off days. Everybody has off days. So I don't want to say constant and you be like, oh my God, I don't know, I'm going to have bad days. Of course you're going to have bad days. But what you put into your body matters, because you are an energetic being. And if you want to start feeling good, then you have to start taking care of yourself. You have to, you know, take nature walks and take care of your health and your fitness. Make that something that matters to you. The sooner the better, because eventually your body's not going to give you a choice. And that is exactly what happened to me. I wasn't ready to give up my Diet Coke. I wasn't ready to give up my junk food and my carbs and all my crappy food. Pizza, I love pizza. Learn to make stuff like that more of like, I'm seeing ice cream. So like, you wouldn't have ice cream 3 times a day, right? That's just not rational. Well, think about that in terms of your body. What are you putting into your body? Are you eating fruits? Are you eating vegetables? There is a reason that the chakras kind of line up with the colors of fruits and vegetables. You eat a lot of red foods, that helps with your root chakra. If you eat a lot of greens, that helps with your heart chakra. So think about what it is that you're putting into your body, because all this processed, not real food crap is not good for you. It's good for big pharma. Sorry, had to go there for a second. I'll come back. But it's not good for you. And being someone who's empathic and feels, your body needs nutrition, it needs nourishment, it needs to be taken care of as the temple that it is. So honor that. And I promise you, with time, you're going to get used to it. And you'll have moments where you're like, oh, I want this again. Like, I stopped drinking soda, and then one day I was like, I'm having a bad day, I want a Diet Coke. I had a Diet Coke. I was like, this tastes disgusting. And I never thought I would say that, because I love Diet Coke. But your body will adjust, because it'll be grateful for what you're doing, and you'll learn to love this new lifestyle. So give it a chance. It's going to be hard. Take 21 days to make something a habit. And pour into yourself the way that you most likely pour into everybody else. Because if you're empathic, then you're probably somebody who always wants to be there for other people. If you give that level of nourishment to yourself, you will see a huge change in your life as a whole. That's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a like. Leave a comment that you want to pour into yourself. I want to see that. I want to see that you guys believe in yourself and you want to live a better, more authentic, healthy, happy life. I'm seeing 11 again. I don't know if that's a number. I'm being told to tell. Are you guys seeing 111 and 1111? I'm hearing that. So just another observation. But anyway, pour into yourself the way that you've been pouring into other people, and watch how your life changes for the better. You deserve the same type of nourishment that you give to other people. It all starts with you. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Take care of yourself first. You deserve it. Honor yourself. Honor your temple. Learn to love yourself and be there for yourself. Be the best friend you need. Be the lover you need. Be the parent you need. And watch the rest of your life unfold and change for the better. So I'm going to leave it at that. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day. Bye, guys.